We are back with Dovazil, and as you can see, that Dovazil is praying over all of his riches. Yes, he's got 4 million gold plus the 2 million gold that is in the treasury to make it look like this. So we have 6 million plus gold in total, and we did a bunch of things off screen. We created a bunch of, I think it's damage magic regeneration potions with hanging moss and blue mountain flower. Those things, you can sell them for a fortune, and that is exactly what we did. When I said we made a bunch, we made a bunch. I gave them all to Vilha to sell, mostly. I did keep some on myself so I can sell for speech upgrades, but we made 4 million or 6 million, and we kept 4 million on our actual sales, which is absolutely crazy to think about. So we have money to pretty much buy anything and everything. It's easy to get rich in this game, so I mean, especially with those potions. I mean, if your alchemy skill is really good on base without having any actual enchantments improving your alchemy and just going off the attribute boost from the perks, you're talking about 7 to 10,000 per potion. So imagine making a kajabillion of those, and you got tons and tons of money. Now this episode, we will be going to High Rock to find Gunmar. So we need to go to Markarth and get a carriage. It looks like the squad is ready. I'm rocking the new Regal Paladin armor and a new sword called the Hand of the Divine, unenchanted yet. I mean, because I want to enchant it myself as opposed to Electra enchanting. And then I also have this, a circlet that gives me 2,410 gold per hour. Yes. And I have this right here, which I will enchant myself at some point, and then everything else that is enchanted was enchanted by Electra. And I made a backpack that gives me a ton of carry weight.
Sometimes I get homesick
this is too much stuff to carry, and I need to carry weight.
That is understandable.
Don't you ever get homesick, Inigo?
No, there is
And I was
nothing
tired
for
of,
me in my homeland
bringing
now.
up Vilha's backpacks and all this other stuff. Now
For you.
I have
My heart
32,000
and
plus
my
carry
mind
weight. So
agree that this is where I should be.
don't have to worry
In
about that.
Skyrim? Really?
Okay. So we need to get the carriage. Wow, that was a complete accident. I meant to jump down, catch the butterfly, but I ended up jumping down and sitting down.
Hey, you. Come here. We want to talk to you.
Oh boy.
You see, we noticed that you're our new Thane. So I thought, maybe I should be better acquainted with you. Wow. I'm so honored to see you, Thane.
Here we go. I don't like your attitude, dude.
No, really? Well, if you put it that way, then we don't like you either. You're an outsider. Don't you see that? I don't know how you've turned our Jarl into liking you. But to us, you are, and always will be, an outsider. What's become of our tradition? You clearly don't deserve such a high honor. You're a disgrace to our culture. Our culture.
Okay, goodbye, dude.
Sure. The Great Thane doesn't have time to listen to some peasants talking. Is that it? Well, leave then, and don't ever come back.
Wow, talk about the disrespect.
Stand back. Their smell is offensive.
Oh, she's playing. Oh, this is the perfect opportunity. I'm gonna try. I have one. Yes, I do.
By the gods!
Hey, I'm good. Oh, she seems unimpressed because she's still going. Let's go. The song must be a master destruction spell. What? Well, I tried at least. They didn't seem to like it, but I tried. Alright, we need to go to Markarth. Mercenary. And, I may have forgotten to mention, but we have 661 items in the museum now. I crafted a bunch of stuff.
Can I help? Take a look.
And now I'm looking for ebony for the most part.
You've done well.
Yeah, I'm looking for ebony. Ebony is really, really rare. And I don't have much of it. Ooh, caravan.
This one thinks you should be more careful with your spells. Take a look.
Speaking of spells, we also got new spells as well. We'll grab these two. And we'll grab all of these rare ingredients while we're here. What else do you have?
May your road lead you to warm sands. This one thinks you should be more careful with your spells.
Everybody gets so upset that I use spells.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Straight to Markarth. Alright, we're in Markarth. Long trip. Still raining. Might as well grab the hanging moss. And this is our first time, you know, in Markarth, period. Dovazil has not been to Markarth, even before the time break. I see hanging moss, I'm gonna grab it.
Snow is lovely, but when it is heavy, it
Here's the
sometimes
carriage.
builds up insane ideas.
Guard, I need to talk to Reach Merchant, yeah.
My brain is no either. Provided, of course, I'm indoors.
What gave it away? This rugged face or my tired gaze? Crossing those valleys will give you both.
Was informed you were staying here by a religious couple. Happen to know them?
Ah, little blind girl and her clingy bodyguard, right? They're a couple now? Didn't seem to give that impression on their way here. Ah, I digress. Going to make a return journey through that rocky maze once I've got all the wares for my eager clients in the east, and I'm short of a bodyguard myself. The fool who escorted me here got himself lost in the wilds somewhere, staggering from the inn in a drunken stupor. Thought about tying him to the wagon until he came to his senses, yet ultimately, if you're going to put your life in someone's hands, then it better be someone you trust.
And you trust me? We've only just met.
Alright. I'm desperate, you see. Happy now? I just need a body to take the hits in case we get into any trouble. Which we won't, of course. Don't worry, you'll be paid handsomely. That is, if you don't drop the venture halfway through and push through to the end.
Yeah, I'll jump on. Yeah, and to be honest, I've always wanted to see High Rock. Why not? And plus, Gunmar. Why is he in High Rock? I don't know, but main reason we're going.
Don't want to blow the wind out of your sails, but this is the east of High Rock, worlds apart from the west. Don't want you to be getting any false impressions of us Breton folk from the people you meet down there. There I go rambling again. Get aboard. New lands await.
Alright. Did you
Here we go.
disturbing dreams?
Hope you've got your own rod.
Go on, let's hear it.
Yes, but I dreamed I was eating sweet rolls in bed. Then I realized that I was a sweet roll and I was eating myself. Tasty and debilitating.
No.
We're on the doorstep of the kingdom, yet the gods ordain that we stumble across trouble now? What a farce.
Wow, this is pretty cool. Beyond Reach contains buried distortions. No sensor, nothing. If I have to, I will if I have to, I will edit stuff. As if I have to. I'd like to keep the entire story and what they're going for. And oh, what is this? Oh, new ingredients. This makes Dovazil very happy. Okay, where's Inigo?
Look over there! The man's gasping for life! I'm not going any further until you find out what's going on.
Why don't you go look instead? Well, he's asked me to be the bodyguard, so it makes no sense for me to even ask that. Or do I have to ask that question? Alright, well.
Look over there! The man's gasping for life! Hey now, I'm just a merchant! I try to avoid spilled blood. Besides, what else am I paying you for?
Alright, well I've never been to High Rock, and I don't know much about it. Besides seeing stuff like that, what will we expect on the road?
Well, the previous ventures haven't seen much spilled blood, save for a passenger getting leery with another. Though my route is one of the safer paths of travel. I have to pick up the pace through certain stretches. Have bandits and the like springing traps from above on any uncaring traveller making their way to the province. Once we reach the easternmost part of Evermore, then we should be safe. Got the guard there meting out justice with an iron fist. Scoundrels should stay well clear. Most of the time, anyway.
Most of the time?
Well, don't want to startle you, as I do need an extra blade, but we've got a problem with these savages north of Evermore. They like to call them witchmen. Not sure if that's what the savages call themselves, but we'll stick with it. See, rumours are stirring that these witchmen are getting agitated. Sporadic attacks all across the kingdom made the wilds near impossible to dwell in because of their savagery. But that's a problem you'll have to deal with once you reach the kingdom, not on your way there. So don't fret about the journey itself. We'll be fine.
Interesting. And what should I expect in the kingdom?
Evermore's renowned most of all for its colourful cast of characters and deviants. You'll run the gamut of Brittonic experience in that cluster of man. First settlement you'll come across, considering you stay the course once you depart from a wagon, is the Divide, a hulking bridge jutting out from its watery locale. Standing atop that stony juggernaut will grant you a vista of the Reach's mires and towns, most notably Arnima, and if you squint hard enough, Evermore itself.
Yeah, isn't Evermore a kingdom from whatever?
Semantics, eh? Evermore is the city and the kingdom, where the city itself beats as the heart and centre of our royal affairs. The place where the Reach consolidates its authority and, well, reach over the east. Used to be a backwater not too long ago, the Eastern Hinterland Kingdom. Yet recent times have spoiled the city with inordinate wealth and power. Power that they've used to conquer and subjugate their comparatively less civilized neighbours. Now any Breton dwelling east of the city's walls sports their banner. You'll see it on your arrival.
So what about Arnima? You mentioned them. What happens there?
Nothing pleasant, I assure you. Most outside their miserable sty consider it to be a stain on the kingdom, with good reason. Most of the guards are nothing but thugs looking to shake down us humble merchants when given the chance, and they routinely terrorise those unfortunate sods that don't have the means to leave. All governed by that strange character, Mortefain. Lord Mortefain, to be correct. Never call a lord by his name. Heard tales of sordid acts and strange punishment disseminated upon those beneath him, who weren't wise enough to escape. Most of these tales smacked of madness. Most I simply ignored because they're hard to imagine happening within any civil residence. I never risked finding out for myself. Town dampers the mood, which isn't good when you're travelling on your lonesome.
Well, I don't know if I'll be avoiding it, but maybe I should.
Reminds me. I actually have to pass by that decaying dump. Got a client right within their walls. Hopefully the guards are knockout drunk, as usual. They're meanest when they're sober.
Interesting, so...
And, don't blame me if you see this wagon halfway to the horizon upon hearing your screams. I have to protect my interests.
As of now, we'll stay away from Arnima. Okay, tell me what happened here.
Those witchmen in the tower. They ambushed us when we were changing shifts.
Okay.
Won the Divide. Get them to send men, please.
Okay, so I need to go up this tower and see what happened. This can't be anything good, I can tell you that. I don't have Imperial pouches, so I might actually take that. I didn't even know there was Imperial pouches. Inspect. A victim, frenzied, attacked, furniture thrown across the floor, and the body is left to decay in undignified states. You can still see the panic faces strewn across some of the severed heads. I mean, we'll take this stuff here. for museum purposes, for you know, keep from my personal self. Can I inspect? Oh, same thing.
Another fleshling assails us.
Let's see.
The king will have his devils, he will have his subjects, and he will have your head.
Oh.
The Dark Mother assures this. The maggot comes forth. The flesh.
Come on, show me how brave you are. That was really no match at all.
Witchman axe. Witchman sword. We don't have Witchman clothes, so we'll take it. Even though it's probably reskinned Force 1 armor, it's still unique. I don't know, should we stay here? This place seems to have a lot of issues, but so does Skyrim. You know, I see a place like this and Dovazil is thinking, well, maybe I should try to save it. Gunmar, where's Gunmar at? I know he's better be in here. Or maybe I don't have the quest ticked. Yeah, Gunmar should be here. He's way on the other side of this, but he is here. There are no survivors. The Forsworn, I believe was the Forsworn, attacked the tower.
No, friend. Not Forsworn. Witchmen. Thought I told you about these devils already?
Alright, you did. Must have forgotten.
Trust me, these aren't the type you want to be ignorant about. If you treat them like you would any common scoundrel hounding for your coin purse, then the next sight you'll be seeing is that of your gods. Bastards coat their blades and arrows with this vile poison. A resin so foul it can condemn giants to an agonizing death with nary a brush. Not sure how you came out of that alive, to be honest. You're tougher than you look.
I've faced worse. Have I? Yeah, I guess I have faced worse.
Really? That's hard to believe. These scum are a whole new low for the Reachmen. Carving up man, woman, child, and babe alike in their hideous rituals. Sadistic artists. How they play with the bodies they harvest and hoist them in that dense woodland north. Foul. Simply foul. Spoiled my mood. At least you've made it back. I was about to do one. Had you spent any longer up there?
Alright, so where will you go now? And will I face any more of these witchmen on the road?
You shouldn't. The divide is within spitting distance. If you keep to the road, you should arrive there without harm. Unless you take a detour, that is. That's where my almighty prescience ends and the uncertainty begins. And as we know, ignorance pays. My clients are probably waiting with bated breath, taken long enough to get here already. I'll need to skip on any indulgences on that bridge and head straight to Arnima. However, you should speak with the governor up there, Morosa. Frumpy little woman, but don't tell her I said that. She'll normally be within the temple, sparing a prayer for our mutual mother.
Who's the mutual mother?
Mara, you fool!
Yeah, duh.
There's one god you should know in the Reach, then it's her. The people don't take kindly to those who know not about her grace. I'll see you around, friend. Give my thanks to Morosa for keeping this road so safe.
I don't know, the road right here does not seem that safe. Alright, so High Rock has issues, but I mean, we need to get back to Skyrim and deal with the the vampires. So we'll find Gunmar. We'll take this armor too. Ooh, what is it? Shy Nettle Lily. Whoa. Whoa. What is that? Did you guys not see?
And the clouds gather again. How futile. Your tears will not wash away the roots.
It talks.
The feast draws near, little wolves.
What in the world? No detours. We need to make it to Gunmar. What kind of effects does it give me? So,
Hold up. Haven't seen you up here before. What's your business?
Witchman sacked the watchtower to the west. I came to inform Marosa.
Witchman? Bloody Mara. Never thought they would get this close. Okay, you can go through to Marosa. Tell her everything. For the sake of the Reach.
Okay. That's such a long way from here.
Heard the news from Skyrim? They say that Ulfric was captured and killed.
He wasn't killed. A dragon came to rescue him.
False.
A dragon? You're mad, brother. This
Cancel. So we can
dragons hated us back
fast
then.
travel
They
like
would hate
this.
us
Let's
now.
see if I can get a little bit closer. Ancient beacons that were stood relentless march for time, still brimming with magic from the days of Dareni, who created these unyielding structures by tapping into those with potent souls and unleashing their current through the humid air. They will find themselves in a new location. The Divide, Arnima, Lonely Griffin's Retreat. No, I don't know. I don't really know much about High Rock to even know
Makes you miss the good things in
where
life,
this goes.
like good meat.
I know I said no detours, but we gotta check out this place. Yeah.
Fresh news for
You
the
make
hardy
me
folk.
nervous when you do like that. Keep an eye on
A
the
town
road.
crier
You
like the
might
one in
trip and
Solitude.
fall.
Nice.
Torn to shreds by vile magic. It has been overtaken by death. Or should I say, undead. Hear ye, hear ye. The Witchman raid leaves Evermore's eastern border exposed like a fair maiden's hip. The Imperial Watchtower's garrison put, and they are out for blood. Remain within the city walls.
Inigo
or at
and
least
Lucian
don't
have
travel
finally
alone.
caught up.
The latest flood devastated the
They went on a
settlement
couple
of
of detours
Forlorn.
themselves before
Bad
they
news for travelers.
arrived.
The village's inn is
And
now,
now that we're
serving
all here-
nobody but fish. The affliction threatens to engulf the Reach as more and more fatalities are reported. Even with
I don't know.
pray to the
This place is pretty cool. Who's this?
Hey, new face. Do me a favor, will you? Please, I'll make it worth the trouble.
What is it?
Look, I need some gear, friend. Real fast, like. I'm willing to part with whatever gold I got here. If ya agree, that is. Just need you to give the rest of this pouch to a fella named Elrich, down in Arnima. He'll be festering with the rest of our ilk. You know, beggars.
Alright, if I pass by, I'll tell him. Give me the gold.
You've earned yourself a friend. Anything you need, I mean anything, and I'll return the favor. Just don't go asking while my eyes are at the back of my head. That's my happy time.
Alright. Looks like we gotta... Whoa. Okay. Oh, the horse is there. He's got an invisible horse. I saw an outline of it. Very interesting. Must be some sort of magic. And if it is, where can I get that
I'm so
spell?
glad that we're traveling to Elegant Sanctuary together. The Skyrim wilderness is so scary when you're all alone.
Sometimes I yearn
Here we
for
go. Are you
those
up for a
simpler
bit of rhyming?
times where a cold
I don't
winter
think we're gonna go
was
straight to
worth
Gunmar
the
like I thought. I think we're
Returning to
gonna...
those days
I'm pretty
with a
intrigued.
raking hand grabbing
Well, I'm
my
sure we'd
sword.
both rather be doing this than farming or mining.
Maybe later we can
I'm
rhyme
pretty intrigued, you know? I might just casually make my way to Gunmar over the course of time.
This is fun, but I am afraid my rhyming skills are,
This is a...
I can see that. If this were a production, I'd be headlining.
Okay.
This is a
You win
interesting
again.
start.
Very good.
Thank you. Hang on.
Listen, Lucien, I would have beaten you if I could.
I've heard the news from the council that his seat in Arnima may be put into question.
You heard correct, because he and his guards are demanding more gold from the merchants, while also becoming
Get on
more
with it.
aggressive. No better than thugs. And that little lord does nothing but encourage it. I despise that unsightly man.
Let's see. Beyond reach. Yeah, I think we'll just continue to do stuff here, and then, you know, I'm pretty sure casually over time we'll make our way closer to Gunmar. You know, we'll move further up, and we'll make our way there. I'm gonna just... They got a problem here, and Dovizio, he feels inclined to help, so...
Conversation with him is extremely unpleasant. His paranoia also makes it so we can't have any of our own in that town to keep an eye on him.
I have a missionary within the temple down there. He shares whispers with me on occasion. If you need consoling on this, you only need to ask. If I may beg my pardon, I shall return to servicing this temple.
Very well. Make a prayer that nothing terrible arises from this disorder. It's good to have the gods listening in times like this.
Alright.
God forgive me for what I have done. Give me the strength to
Wait,
in
Marissa.
this life.
Have we arranged a meeting? Or is it your intent to address nobility lacking proper decorum? Speak quickly, lest you rile my temper.
I am Dovizio. Your lookout tower was sacked by watchmen.
Oh, a harbinger of grim news. Not the best first impression. Well, thank you for telling me in advance of my own guards. It was only a matter of time before they spilled further east.
I'm just a messenger.
Pardon the introduction, yet understand the need for it. We can't have any wandering yokel approach royalty like they're of the same stock. It's not good for the kingdom's image. We'll have the guard there as soon as possible. But for you, are you interested in some coin? We need someone to talk to us.
Well... I mean, I'm not really... I mean, I'm so rich, but, you know, Dovizio, he likes gold, so... What do you need done?
Yes, well, onto the matter. To the east of this bridge lies the town of Arnima, formerly Raven Spring, lest you run into a resident whose mind is stuck in bygone years. Can get confusing, much like everything else in this land. Within Arnima, you will find Jakos, who trains the scout detachment there. He's the only man that I somewhat trust, who's not completely beholden to his lord. Ask him about rumors. Tell him that I sent you. He should understand your intent. We've conducted affairs before. A simple nod from him will be more than enough information for you to infer. You don't need to know any further than that.
Alright, well, I understand you have my silence.
Now, off you go. Earn a small fortune for yourself. I heard Evermore has many an opportunity to entertain your proclivities. On the stipulation of coin, mind you. Such coin that will be available on your return.
Stranger, fancy an extra blade to accompany you through the menagerie that is the Reach?
Oh,
all right then.
I mean, why not? He knows High Rock.
Cat got your tongue.
He knows the Providence, I don't. Yeah.
Gold makes me a happy man. Now let's go bash some skulls before I bore my ass off. All right then. What's the matter?
Alright.
Till next time.
He is... I'm a Nord. I mean, look at this guy. This is a Breton?
Never feel safe up here. Can only imagine how much time this bridge has left with all the flood and rain. Wouldn't want to be on it when it falls.
Dude, towers over me. Alright. Dovazil's gonna find out what's going on here and casually make his way up to Gunmar. So now, as you can see, we already got stuff to do. Like, we gotta investigate Arnima through speaking with Jakos. And that puts us halfway to Gunmar.
I am
We'll
so
see if
glad that you're
Dovazil
helping me
sticks
to track
around.
down my flute. We mustn't
see you in the
forget to
next
ask
one.
around for it among Khajiits.